Hello everyone. So today's video, I want to talk to you about delegation. So let's talk about delegation and why many dentists or many business owners struggle with delegation. You hear the stories where they hire an associate and after a few months they let the associate go because they're not good enough, or they hire a manager and they have to go and redo all their manager's work again. So I want to share with you some good tips on that video. But first, for credibility, my name is Khaled. I have been a dentist for 20 years. I run and own my dental practice, Lakeside Dental Spa in Hervey Bay in Queensland. And I took it from 1 chair to 10 chairs, from 3 staff members to close to 40 staff members over the course of 14 years. And you can check my details below for credibility. So I hear situations where, I'll give you an example. There is a practice I bought many years back, and the owner was explaining to me that, all the KPIs, all their reports and everything is done by his manager. But he would say, but I have to go and redo it anyway. It's not done properly. And this particular owner struggled to keep associates, struggled to keep staff around him. It's just the type that would do even the lab work themselves. So why some dentists or some owners, some business owners tend to struggle with delegation and some tend not to? I think it comes to 2 key features. Number 1 is lack of proper training. If you don't have clarity in your training, have good quality training, of course, if you delegate something and you haven't trained them really well to do it, it's not going to happen really well. Second thing is expectations. They're expecting that person they delegate the work to do it as good as them. My advice, if you get 75% from the person you delegated something to, for me, it is 100%. So 75% is 100%. So for example, let's say you delegate reporting to your practice manager. If they give you a report that's probably 75% accurate, that's for me is 100%. I'm okay with that. If you delegate your manager to interview and hire, if they get 75% of what you require them to do, that's 100%. If you expect them to do the same task as good as you, they don't have the same passion, the same skills as you, and you're probably very disappointed very quickly, because if they can't get to 100%, they probably have their own practice somewhere or start their own business. If an associate is going to execute treatment as good as you, probably they're going to have their own practice as well. So lower expectations, 75% by someone else is 100% okay. Most importantly as well is some task I will talk to you about in a different video can be super important, and sometimes you can delegate it in a different way that I will discuss in a different video. So make sure you lower your expectations. Make sure you expect 75% max from whoever you delegate it to. I will surprise you if you lower expectations. There are situations where I delegated some tasks to other staff members, just completely, I'm not going to do this anymore, you're going to do it from now on, and they did much better than me. So actually, I actually got like 150% of the quality of the work compared to what I was doing, and that's even included in dentistry, included in admin work, in reporting, hiring, interviewing. Sometimes when you delegate certain tasks that you're so emotionally connected to, they don't have the same emotional connection to that task, and they tend to execute it better than you. I'll give you an example. Let's say you decide you're not gonna perform certain treatments, for example, and you just made a clear cut, I'm not gonna do any, like, let's say fixed brace anymore. If you're still doing the consultations yourself and discuss the options, you might change your mind. Patient, can you please do it for me? It's like, oh yeah, I'll do it. But you might delegate it to someone else, and because they don't have the emotional attachment to this decision, they might be very strong enough, no, we don't do this in our office anymore, we have to refer you out. And you will never hear about those cases anymore, for example. Or sometimes you delegate certain payments and the staff members might be much better than you in Excel or much better than you in running numbers. Or they can pick up on interviews on a lot of clues that you cannot pick up on. So you'll be surprised if you start lowering your expectations. Sometimes they might exceed your expectations. If you find this information helpful, make sure you like and share it with your friends and colleagues. If you want to hear more about my videos, please subscribe to my channel and you'll be notified when more videos are released. Thank you so much for listening to me. It means a lot to me.